Yay. Hey guys, welcome back to Artio Fitness. Today we're doing some yoga. So all you need today is a mat and some desire to get really juicy. Okay, let's go. Oh no. Oh. Okay, take a nice comfortable seated position. You can stack one foot on top of the other if you would like. And then you can also move your glutes away from your sits bones. Always a great option. Hands on the knees, roll the shoulders up and back. And then keep those fingertips open today. We're going to be receiving some energy, I feel. And then just start to close the eyes and bring the awareness to your breath. Feeling comfortable. Noticing any differences in the body, if anything is extra tight or needs a little bit more attention today, just make note of it. Letting the thoughts just move by. They don't really need to stick. You can just let them keep going. And then from there, take the right ear to the right shoulder, lengthen out the left side, and exhale, drop the chin into the chest. And lengthen out the back of the neck, come over the left ear towards the left shoulder. Exhale, drop it down one more time. Come back the way you came. And pick it up. Oh, that feels nice. Now notice the change in the neck. Take a moment. Give a full deep breath. Notice how the neck feels. Notice how much longer, how much lighter it feels. So we're going to be going through the entire body and working the entire body to have it feel just like that. Take a moment and wiggle the fingers and start to bring the hands in, rub them together, create that heat, that friction, and of course that little bit of love. Gently press the hands over the eyes and then down the body. Slowly blink open the eyes and let's go into a tabletop position. So untuck the legs. You can come over into your tabletop position, however that is comfortable for you. Make sure you tuck the toes. Take the fingertips, spread them out wide, and exhale, drop the chin into the chest. Arch the back, arch it up, little cat-cow. And then inhale, reverse that. Go the opposite way. And exhale. And inhale. Good. One more time. Exhale fully. And inhale. Nice. Bring it back into a neutral position. We're going to bring the knees together slightly so you have a nice, like a little narrower stance. Take the left leg, tap it back, and the right leg, your right arm is going to come forward. You're going to inhale, lift it up. Hold here for just a moment. And then exhale, bring the knee into the elbow. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it in. One more time. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, drop everything down. Now we're going to take the right hand still working on the right side. Inhale, look up towards the right side, open that chest. Exhale, drop it down and drop the right temple on the ground. This is why we have that narrow stance. So the shoulder and the side of the face are on the ground. This time we're going to tap the foot back. And you can lift it up if you would like. That's why we did that in the beginning. Just now. Good. And then if you would like, you can open up the left hand as well. I need to drop my knee. I can lift it up here. And we can hook it on the back of the hip. And then we can bring it back up again. If you're feeling it. You might roll onto your butt. That's okay. Just go wherever it feels good. Exhale, drop the knee back in. Place the left hand back down onto the ground. Inhale, the right arm comes up. Exhale, drop it down. You're back into your tabletop position for cat-cow. Exhale fully. And inhale, arch. Good, one more time. Exhale. And inhale. Bring it back into neutral. This time, take your right leg, tap to the back of the mat, and the left arm comes forward. You're going to inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, bring the knee and elbow together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it in and hold just for a moment. Inhale, lift it back up. And exhale, drop both down. This time the left arm reaches up toward the sky. Exhale, drop it in between the wrist and the knee on the other side. Place the left temple on the ground. You can adjust your knees as needed and take the left leg back if you want. Ooh. And then if you want to lift the right arm up, hook it on the left hip, and then lift the leg up again if you want. Ooh, my goodness. Good balance here. Open up that shoulder, and then drop the hand back down, drop the knee back down, press back up, open here, and then drop it down. Widen out the knees, lengthen out the arms, and forehead can come down onto the ground. So send the hips back. We're in our little child's pose. This is a great pause for today. We'll be doing quite a little bit of flowing. So if at any point during the practice today you just want to hang out in child's pose, maybe we're doing too many upward dogs and downward dogs, this is always a great option for you. Inhale, look in between the hands, and then come back forward, and this time lay down on the ground. I want to warm up the back a little bit. So here, keeping the shoulders and hips, shoulders and wrists in a line. You're going to inhale, press into the hands, and just a little baby cobra. Exhale down. And then inhale, press into the hands. So I want your arms working more than your back. Exhale, bring it down. We're going to use the muscles of the arms to open up the length of the abdominal and the back. And exhale down. Give me 3 more as you press up and down and up. Ooh, that's so nice. It feels so good in the back, especially because I'm not using too much. My shoulders are away from my ears. I'm just using the muscles in my arms. Yeah, my arms are shaking, but my back feels fantastic. Exhale, bring it down. Good job. Let's press up, tuck the toes, and then this time we can send the hips up and back for downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, start to pedal it up a little bit. I want to make sure that we're lengthening out the calves, getting into the hips. If you've been walking a little bit more lately, this will feel really good. For you runners, always nice to hang out in downward facing dog. And for those that just enjoy the pose. For those that do not enjoy downward facing dog as much, that's okay. You can always take a child's pose or an extended puppy, depending on if you have any injuries. Inhale, look in between the hands. This time start walking feet forward.
forward. Just walk out, keep them straight, keep the legs straight as you walk forward, forward, forward into our forward fold. Grab the opposite elbows and just hang down. And we can kind of go side to side. Nice. Keeping it nice and long here. Drop the hands back down. Place the right hand on the ground and the left arm is going to reach up. Give me a little twist. Bend into the right knee. You can always keep the hand on the hip here and press the chest forward. Or if you want to go full, lift the left arm up. Always an option. Exhale, bring it down and switch. Reach up. And exhale, bring it down. This time, inhale, flat back. I want to make sure our hips and our wrists, or our hips and our ankles are in a line. So hands can come to the hips. You can kind of press forward just a little bit. Exhale, slide the hands along the back of the legs. And you can pull yourself further down into this. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, fold. And then inhale, flat back one more time. This time, bend the knees, and you can curl the spine to inhale. Bring yourself back up into a standing position. Roll the shoulders back a couple times, keeping the joints pretty happy there. Nice. And come forward one more time. Yes. That's nice. And just shake it out. Ooh, so good. From here, coming to the top of the mat, I want to make sure that my feet are a little bit closer together. I like about a fist width apart. Hands, inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, bring it down into prayer. Inhale, look in between the hands. Reach up towards the sky. Little back bend here. Exhale, fall forward into a nice forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Solid work here. And exhale, fold down. One more time. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Take the hands, place them on the ground. Step the left foot back and then the right foot back. And we're going to hover here in blank plank for just a moment. You can bring the hips down, roll the shoulders back. Make sure that neck is super long. And then drop the knees down to the ground. Elbows right by the ribcage as you exhale. Bring the knees, chin, and chest down onto the ground. And then inhale, push yourself through. You can come up to a nice little lazy cobra or baby cobra, either one. We don't need to go full up dog yet. Press that chest through, slide the shoulders down the back, gazes up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, bring yourself back down. I want you to tuck your toes, push back up into plank, and then exhale, come back. If you come through modified plank or have your knees down the entire time, that's totally fine as well. Great option. Pedal out the feet. We're going to stay in downward dog for just a moment. Being aware of your breath. Feel the sensation on the backs and the legs. How do your shoulders feel? Track where your biceps are. Be aware of that. Are they close to the ears? They should not be. You can open that up. Inhale, look in between the hands, and you can step the right foot and the left foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fall forward, and the hands come out to the side. Reach back up towards the sky, and exhale, bring it down. One more time, let's inhale, look up towards the ceiling or the sky, wherever you're practicing today. Exhale, come down into your forward fold. Take an inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold all the way down. Place the hands down on the ground, step one foot back, step the other foot back, hang out in plank for just a moment. You can breathe here, it's totally fine. And then inhale, shift forward, bend the elbows and come all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog, and then move back down, reverse push up, and then downward facing dog.
Very nice. Breathe here. I'm going to be moving slow, but very deliberately today, very much with intention. Going and making sure that we are very aware of each of the placements of our body, where our breath is at that time. Inhale, look in between the hands. This time, step the left foot forward, and then the right foot forward. Inhale, flat back, make it long, long, long. Space in between every vertebrae. Exhale, fold. And then take the hands out to the side. Reach back up. Nice back bend. Exhale, come down. I'm going to take a slight step back. We're going to exhale, bend at the knees, drop the hands down, reach the hands up. And we're coming into our chair pose. We're just going to hold chair for just a moment. So get a little comfortable. It's a nice comfy chair. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fall forward. And then this time, you're going to drop your right foot back. We're going to pause in our nice high lunge just for a moment. We're going to add on to this nice sun salutation breathe. So in this high lunge, if you want to start playing with, rocking forward and back, making sure this knee is in line with that ankle, very important. Or you can always drop the knee down for a modified lunge. Exhale, let's just take the left foot back by the right in our plank position. And then exhale, you can come just lowering down all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then if you would like to flip your dog, you can come back down to downward facing dog, however that's the most comfortable for you. Let's bring the feet together. And inhale, the right foot hooks on the back of the left ankle just for a moment to sink that left heel down. And then the right foot reaches up, up, up towards the sky. Bend at the knee. Open that up just a little bit. Press the hips towards the right. Exhale, bring the right knee into the chest. Place the foot in between the hands. Swivel the back heel down. And then inhale, reach up towards the sky. There we go. Nice. Sinking down. Very much shoulders coming down the back. Nice. Warrior one here. With this warrior one, I want to make sure this back foot, make sure the pinky toes are on the ground. So you're pushing those pinky toes down. If you need to widen out the stance, place your right foot closer to the edge of this mat. Good. Exhale, drop the hands down. Take the right foot, place it back toward the left foot. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Pedal it out here just for a moment. Bring the feet in together. And then have the left foot hook on the back of the right foot. Just for a moment as you sink the right heel down, then this left leg is going to reach up towards the sky. Bend at the knees. Open that up just a little bit. You can press that chest just a little bit. It's fine. Gaze should down, still be down at the ground though. And then exhale, bring the knee into the chest. Place the foot in between the hands. And then inhale, pick yourself up. It's our warrior one time, swivel the back heels down as you come up. And you can heel toe this foot out to the side one more time. So the left foot comes out. And you're sinking down into it. And then the heels are pressed down into the ground very, very easily. You should have equal weight on all parts of the feet. I know it's going to be a little bit difficult to manage, but I think you can do it today. Exhale, drop the hands down. Have the left foot come meet the right foot in plank. You exhale, come forward. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we pause here for just a moment before we finish off this set. Hips are up towards the sky.
Press that chest back. And then inhale, look forward. You're gonna bring the right foot in between the hands. It's gonna step long, and we have our nice long lunge here. So in this lunge, we can kind of just rock back and forth if that's comfortable. You can drop the knee if you need to, always an option. And then have the left foot coming, the right foot at the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, drop the hips down, send the arms up. It is chair pose time. Hover here for 3, 2, and then we're gonna reach back up towards the sky, and exhale, bring it down. Good job. I'm way too far up on the mat. I'm gonna take a step back. There we go. Let's continue with the flow. Let's get back down into downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fall down, forward fold. This time you can place the hands down on the ground. And if you're working on your jump, you're more than welcome to jump back into your plank. Or just take one foot and then the other. Exhale, bring it down. And through for upward facing dog. Take these shoulders away from the neck, make it long. And then flip it back down. Downward facing dog. Nice work. So from here, bring the feet together. And then this time, one more time, the right foot's gonna hook on the back of the left knee, your left ankle there. Sink that left heel into the ground. And then the right foot reaches back up towards the sky. Open up that hip one more time. Take this knee and put it up towards the ceiling. So your right kneecap should be trying to touch the sky. The foot is bent, you can roll that ankle. Or if you would like little circles with the knee, opening up that hip. Exhale, bring the right knee to the left elbow, cross it over. Inhale, bring it straight back. Exhale, right knee comes to right elbow. Inhale, bring it straight back. And exhale, knee comes into the chest. Place it in between the hands. We're going to hang out in this low lunge just for a moment. Now we're going to play with this back knee. Slowly drop the back knee, and then inhale, bring it back up. Ooh. See what that feels like. Exhale down. So we're just working it very slowly. Still using our breath. Good. Inhale, bring it back up. Then what I want to do is I'm going to bring it up to crescent pose. So fingertips on the ground. Make sure your stance is very solid. You'll stay on the ground and you reach up towards the sky. Yes, good. Now we're going to open this to warrior 2. So to go from crescent to warrior 2, I take my left side. The left side is active, both foot and arm. The left side opens, and then the heel comes to the ground as I exhale, drop it here. There we go. Nice job. Hanging out warrior 2 just for a moment. Let's drop the right forearm to the knee or the thigh and reach the left arm up and over for extended side angle pose. Now there's many variations of this pose. If you want to take a different variation today, you're more than welcome. Just gonna keep it basic. We're doing pretty slow, pretty basic today. Inhale, reach it back up. And exhale, slide the left hand down the leg, reach it back. Inhale, come back up. Nice warrior 2. Good job. Now extend the right knee. So now your legs are straight. You're gonna reach forward with this right arm and exhale, drop it down. Place the hand anywhere along the leg that you want. Press the shoulders forward. We're in our triangle. So send this hip through, send this right hip through. Yeah, if it's too far back, you're gonna get a little wonky in the back. Here we go. And then from here, this is quite nice as well. Take the left hand, reach it over. Good, nice long side body stretch there.
Isn't that just lovely? Inhale, reach up. This time we're going to do the same thing that we did. We're going to reverse that. So slide the left hand along. We're going to get this side body as well one more time. But the legs are both straight this time. Chest is lifted. Relax the shoulders. And then inhale, bring it back up one more time. And then cartwheel the hands. So take the right hand down, the left hand down, and then as your left hand goes, your left foot swivels, and you come down into your low lunge or your high lunge. We're gonna sweep this right leg back to three-legged dog one more time. Place it down on the mat, and you can stay in down dog, or you can come forward to your plank. Exhale, drop it down, inward, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Place the feet back. Good, let's meet our friends in down dog. Let's do all that on the left side. Place the toes in towards each other. Heels sink down towards the ground. The left foot this time wants to hook. The left foot wants to hook on the back of the right. Send that right heel down toward the ground. And then inhale, reach the left leg up, up, up towards the sky. Straight leg, and then you can bend the knee. There it is. And this knee, remember, the left knee is coming up towards the sky. Good. And then if you want to circle the ankle or circle the knee, open up that chest, whatever feels good, whatever your body wants, just listen to it. Exhale, bring the left knee to the right elbow. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, bring the left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, bring it back. Straight leg. And exhale, bring the knee into the chest. Place the foot down. There we go. Settle into this nice high lunge here. Again, you can always drop this if you need to take a little break. But from here, we're going to come up onto our fingertips. We're going to be coming all the way up. Take the hands off the ground. Reach up towards the sky into our crescent pose. Now, in this crescent pose, the hips are pointed forward. Bring your hands to your hips and give yourself an adjustment if they're not quite. This back knee wants to bend. We're going to start straightening it out. It's straight without being locked. So you should have a little bounce in it. Hands up towards the sky. And then open it up. The right hand comes back. And the right heel swivel, 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 swivel. There we go. We're down in Warrior Two. So in this Warrior Two, it's a good chance to check your shoulder alignment as well. Our shoulders want to be aligned with the hips. That's the goal. Hands are long. And your gaze, you are looking towards that left hand. Place the left hand down. Forearm comes to the thigh. And the right hand sweeps up and over for a nice side body stretch as well. Now bend into your left knee just a little bit more. There we go. Breathe deeply. There's no need to hold your breath here. Inhale, pick it up. And exhale, slide this right hand down the leg. And this left arm scoops up and back for our reverse warrior. Good job. Exhale, bring it forward. Last little Warrior Two. Then you're going to straighten out the leg. And when you straighten out the leg, I want you to take this left glute and tuck it in. So your hips are fully facing towards that side of the mat. So this glute, there's no poppy out glute. There's no hip that's wonky. It is even. Straighten out the arms. Reach long. And exhale, drop the left hand down. Right arm comes up. Here we go. Open up that chest. Slide the shoulders down the back. And then inhale, pick yourself back up. Ooh, yes, use those abs and slide the right hand down the leg. Left hand comes up and over. Very nice. Side body there. Inhale, bring it back. You can come back down into your warrior two. You're gonna swivel the back heel as the right hand reaches up and over. And we're coming down into our lunge. Take the left leg, send it back towards the right. And you can sweep it up, 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 up. One more time for three-legged dog. And then you can drop it down to downward facing dog or come forward into plank. Flow through, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. And bring it back to downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Here we go. Good job. Let's flow through one more. Bring the toes in together. This time we're going to add a balance or two. What? Have the left leg come towards the center of the mat and the right leg picks up. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, have the right knee come to the left elbow. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, bring it back. And exhale, knee into chest. Hover there for 3, 2, 1. Place the foot down. This time, we're gonna bring the hands all the way up. Again, one more time, crescent pose. But you're gonna move the hands to the hips instead of overhead. Take the back heel, and you're gonna swivel it down, but you're gonna move it in slightly. Yes. And straighten the front leg. Exhale, folding forward for our pyramid pose. So it's very similar to our triangle where we have the hips open. Now the hips are closed and we're just facing down. Good. If you want to walk the hands down the leg, that is fine as well. Or they can come down onto the ground. I want you to work on a straight back though. That's what we'll be working for. Okay, our first little balance. You're gonna go from this is called pyramid pose. You're gonna walk the hands forward and pick the back foot up, 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 up to standing split. Okay, and it's a balance pose because our goal is to take one hand onto the back of the calf and then the other hand onto the back of the calf. If it doesn't quite happen, that's fine. And then exhale, bring this knee, this left knee to the left or to the right calf and bend both knees. And then inhale, straighten. Little straight. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, bring it up. And one more time, exhale, bring it in. Inhale, bring it up. Good job. Now, take this left foot, send it back, back, back one more time. You're just gonna place it down on the ground, walk the hands back, and we're coming back into our pyramid pose. Nice work. Now from this pyramid pose, we're gonna bring the knee, the left knee, into the chest for standing hand to foot pose. So if you need to move back on your mat, that's totally fine. You're just gonna bring a little bit of weight into the right leg, and then the left knee picks up, and you can grab the knee with the hands. Roll out the ankle, if you want. Okay, the evolution of this pose, if you don't already know it, you can walk the hands down to the foot. Maybe it doesn't happen, maybe this is fine. This is totally fine, I love hanging out here. Totally fine, but if you want to go further, you walk the hands down, you grab at the base of the foot, and you kick out. It's not happening today because my hips, so I'm feeling this. Good. Nice. And then from here, we're gonna flow. From here, we're gonna come back into our pyramid. So release the knee, bring the hands to the hips, you bring this foot back and we step back. Toes are forward, and we exhale, come forward into our pyramid one more time. Good job. Now from here in this pyramid, drop the hands down to the ground, bring this back foot back, 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 And we're down into our low lunge one more time. Take the hands, place them on either side of the left or right foot. And then this right foot sweeps up, 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 and back. There we go. Exhale, drop it down. Toes come in together. Sink the heels down. And then you can inhale, bring it forward into your plank. You can always stay in downward facing dog or come forward into your plank and your upward facing dog. And then your downward facing dog. And then the toes come in one more time. And these left toes hook. We reach up, 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 up towards the sky with the left side. And then this left knee comes to the right elbow. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, left knee into the chest. Place it in between the hands. You're going to be in your low lunge. Now, take this back foot. You can, oh no, we're going to crescent first. We crescent first. Hands come down to the hips. This is easier. And then we take this back foot, place it in. Toes are pointed forward. Yeah, so maybe you need to wiggle. I'm going to move back on my mat just a little bit because I'm going to hit the wall in my balance if I don't. And then I exhale, come forward into our pyramid. So again, square off the hips, the spine is long. Good. And then you can walk the hands down the leg. You can come down onto the mat. If they don't quite reach the mat, that's okay. You can always have some books or some blocks there. Bend the left knee, walk the hands forward. Start to pick up the right leg, and the left leg straightens as well. And now we're in our standing split. So even if your foot is just like centimeters off the ground, you are still doing it. You're still rocking it. Exhale, bring the right knee toward the left calf. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, right knee, left calf. Just a few times, building up the strength in this pose. Exhale in. Inhale up, one more time. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale up. If you want to play with it, you can grab the calf with both hands. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. And then slowly, slowly, slowly drop the right leg back and bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, pick yourself up one more time. Yay! And then the right knee shoots into the hands forward. So from here one more time, you can bend into the knee as well, or just keep it straight. I like a nice little bend. It's like a whoop, like a little scoop to get my knee up. And then I can place my hands grasping at the knee. Again, we're pulling this knee in. I know it's tempting to want to pull it up, but we want to keep it even with the hip, if it's possible. My arms are a little short, so it's difficult for those of us with shorter arms. If you walk the hands down and start to kick out, make sure you have a nice lace on the bottom of your foot. Whatever you're feeling. Good. And then release the hands, but don't release the foot yet. We bring the foot back. This is a balanced pose and trusting yourself. Step it back. Yes. Oh, maybe you felt it. I know I did. And then walk the hands back down. Bring it back. The foot comes all the way back. Adjust yourself back into your high lunge. And then the left foot sweeps up and back if you want, and bring it down to downward facing dog. Again, stay there or move through your Vinyasa. Nice work. Good job. We're gonna look by the hands, and then we're gonna take a big step with the right foot and the left foot. outside of the hands. So move the hands just a little bit more narrow so there's enough space on your mat. You can see, so I take my right foot out, and then my left foot out. Oh, that's stumpy. And then I sink my hips down, and now I'm in my squat pose. And for your squat pose, the goal is to have the elbows on the inside, the hips are down, and the heels are on the ground. So mine don't quite reach because I had knee surgery a couple years ago, and my knee hip flexibility I'm still working on to this day. So my hips are down, my chest is long and open, my neck is long. There we go. Good squat pose. I like a good squat pose. And if your crow is in your practice, you're more than welcome to take it today. For those that don't do crow, it's just an arm balance. And I'll teach it. I'll do another video on that. Don't you worry. Take the hands down. And then we're gonna send the hips back, and you're gonna come back into your tabletop position. Oh, hello, hello hips. And then exhale, arch the back up. Inhale, bring it up. And one more time, exhale, arch. And inhale up. Nice. Now walk the hands back. So we just did a nice, beautiful hip opener. We are primed for a beautiful chest opener. I like to pause here. Just nice little seated position. If this is too intense on the knees, you're more than welcome to come to kneeling right away. I like a good pause right in the middle of a transition. And then I'm going to bring my hips up, and my hands come, point your fingers right up. So the fingertips are placed up, and then I'm going to place it on the back, like lower back. My lower back sacrum. Take the wings, your little wings there, tuck them in so they're back. So you see how my elbows are pointing straight back? And then take the chin up towards the sky, open up that chest, and then we're coming back, back, back into our camel. So camel doesn't have to be super intense. I think this is intense enough. I like it here. If you are really feeling camel today, you can drop one hand down, the other hand down to the knees, tucking the toes. So you have a nice balance there, but I don't think it's necessary for my body today. Inhale, bring it back up, and then exhale, bring the hips back down. Again, I told you I love a good pause. Bring the knees together, and then I want to bring the hands behind as the head just comes down to the ground. Nice little rabbit. Release the tension in the shoulders. Very nice. Inhale, you can slowly bring it back up one more time. And then this time, sink forward, hands and knees, but this time cross your ankles, and then you can come back into a seated position. Good. I'm going to turn towards you to show you these next couple seated postures. So in the next one, we are going to have the left leg on the ground first, and take the right leg and stack it on top. Now there's a couple variations of this. If this is way too intense for you, you can bring this one forward, or you can just crisscross applesauce with the right knee on top of the leg. Whatever feels the most comfortable. I think a nice stacked knee is great. For those of us that don't have too much hip flexibility as well, if your knee is really high, that's totally fine. What you're gonna do is you're gonna work slowly and gently pushing it down, or take a sweater or a block or something, put it under so it's supported, and then you can come forward with us, okay? So taking the hands, starting to walk them forward, and we get this nice little, like, very intense pose in our outer hip. It's a great option. Instead of doing pigeon, we can do this little fire log. And then again, what we want to do in these poses, especially with seated poses, is it's very easy to just sit there and just be, which is fantastic. But I want to keep them a little bit more active. So we're breathing with every exhale. A lot of seated postures, the longer we're in them, the more intense they get, which is great. But I still want to work it a little bit. You can drop the head, keep it loose, gazes down toward the ground. And then inhale, walk the hands up. And then you're going to take this top leg, the right leg, and you're going to stack it over. Bring the left knee in a little bit. And then this time, instead of the legs being flat, it's the knees that are stacked. And the feet are out. Yeah. And again, if this one is too intense for you, you can always just back this off or do this on your back as well. So the hands can come onto the feet. I think it's nice. I think it feels really nice. Or they can just come out as well for cow face pose. And this looks like, apparently your knees look like a cow face. The more I look at it, I don't see it. So maybe a little bit. And then again, sink this right hip down towards the ground. I want your hips even on the ground. Inhale, bring it up. And you're gonna switch the legs. So the right leg's gonna be down on the ground, and the left leg's gonna stack on top. Again, if you have a lot of space there, make sure you pad that area just underneath. Okay? Yeah, if we're doing yoga at home, a great thing to have close by is a sweatshirt, because it's one of the easiest things to help pad your knees with, or your thighs, or your hips, or your shoulders, or whatever. It also works as a strap too, so very versatile. And then you can slowly start to walk the hands forward. What I want to make sure is that both hips are on the ground. So I like to ease into it as I walk forward, little petting my hands on the ground, petting the ground a little bit, thank you ground. And then finally, I could just start to heel, turn my fingers forward, just like little coming forward, sinking the head down. Breathing deeply, allowing that space to just open up, and then walk the hands back, walk it back, and bring the left foot over first, tuck the right in, so this right foot comes towards that glute almost. I like to keep it open, a little bit more open. And then I want to make sure my knees are starting to stack. So this might be a little bit more difficult if you're a little bit less in the upper thighs like I am, but I still cross over. So maybe it's a wonky cow face, but it's still pretty close. It's as close as I can get. And that's what I'm going for. Go as close as you can go. And then take the hands, you can take the hands out to the side. You can just sink forward, making sure that left hip is on the ground. Press that left hip into the ground. Oh my goodness, that's different, right? It's a little different. Inhale, bring it up. And you can just start to release that. Oh my goodness. Shake out the legs. Oh, you should still, it depends on which way you're facing on your mat, but I'm going to come back long ways. So I'm going to come and lay down onto my mat. So we come all the way down, down, down. Oh, there we go. And the knees come in toward the chest. Yes, this is the greatest part of class. This is the part where we just get to stretch our hips a little bit more. So the goal is for us to have our entire spine flat on the ground. In order to achieve this, we need to make sure our pelvis is tilted up slightly. So you'll notice if you drop your legs down or if they're long, you might notice your pelvis wants to tilt back as well, and that creates that nice little curve in your spine. But what we want to go for is a nice flat back on the ground. And really our back should be flat. If this is really, really uncomfortable, that is fine. It's just a posture issue, and you'll need to work on that to make sure that this back is able to hold this lengthening pose and keeping it long. This is how the spine should be, really. We do want a nice little C curve, but it's better for our abdominals. Here we go. Okay, so from here, let's bring the knees together. And then you're gonna open up the knees and then bring them around and back. So we're just gonna do some circles, some hip circles. And you might notice that your abs will be engaged when your knees are a little bit longer or further away from you, and that you can feel that pelvis tilt a little bit more. Now reverse that, take them down and around. So good for the joints. Extra love for the hips today. And bring the knees back into the chest. Good. Drop the right foot down and hug the left foot into the chest. Here. Now what we want to do is we're going to kick the left foot up towards the sky, flex the foot. You can give me a little, ankle wiggle. That feels good. And bring it back down. Now switch out the feet. Drop the left foot down. Bring the right leg in. And then kick it up towards the sky. Now you can always leave it with the knee bent and hugging in, or you can kick it up, and that's totally fine as well. Little ankle wiggle both sides. And then the knees can come back up. Take the arms into a T position. Bring the feet out long, and then your knees are just over the hips. You're going to exhale, drop the knees towards the right side, pick that left hip up off the ground, gazes over towards the left. Nice big twist right at the end here. Inhale, bring it up, and exhale, come over onto the other side. Good. Inhale, bring it back up. And then you're going to reach through the knees, grabbing the outsides of the feet. Again, my tailbone wants to pick up off the ground, but I'm going to sink it down onto the mat. So we have that nice long spine back on the mat. And I can separate my heels, a nice little happy baby. Nice. Everybody loves happy baby right at the end. It feels so nice, and it's such a good reward for all of the hard work that you did today. Bring the feet back together, and this time take the right foot long. Ooh, that was a big pop. The left foot long, and the hands can just come open. Closing the eyes. This is your final time. Your final resting pose is Shavasana. If you would like to take a longer Shavasana today, just make sure you just press pause, press the space bar. Just come back when you're ready. For those of you who need to get moving today, I'll allow some time, but not too much time. If you want to cover up or cover your face, I just want you to take the shoulders away from the ears. Just feeling how different your body feels, noticing the differences. What areas feel really good? What areas feel really loose and open? Release any tension from the third eye. Thoughts can just melt away. And all you have to do is just focus on the breath. The inhale and the exhale. And if you'd like to come back, just wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. Reach the arms long overhead. And the shoulders down the back. And the hands can come forward. I'm going to place them on the face if you want, or wherever. We're just going to roll over onto one side, keeping the eyes closed. Whatever is most comfortable for you. And then press back up into a seated position one more time. Again, keeping the eyes closed. I'm going to finish the class with one Om and 3 Shantis. You're more than welcome to join me if you would like. If not, please just listen. So exhale and inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. From here, I take my hands together. I create that heat, that friction, and of course that little bit of love. Gently press my hands over the eyes and then down the face. Slowly blink open the eyes. And thank you very much for joining me for this practice today. Namaste. Hey guys, we did it! Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, I put my PayPal link below if you would like to donate to Artio at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you to everybody who already has. My love is with you. For those that are unable to, I understand. And just make sure you keep coming back, like, comment, share, all of that stuff. I'll see you tomorrow for some cardio dance fitness. Bye. Stay happy, stay healthy. I love you.